Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. I'd like to go over 3 plays that I did today using options with the hopes that it'll help you identify swing trades, and maybe if you haven't not familiar with the options, you get a good start. Now there's other videos out there, other video makers that do a better job in teaching, but this will get you a good start. There's hundreds of videos on bear call spreads and bull call spreads. The job of a swing trader is to catch these swings. Swing down, swing up. If you caught these swings, you've made a lot of money. This is Humana using the daily time frame and using TradingView. It's a free package. And you see it had earnings. The earnings were not all that bad, I don't think. It topped the estimates, yet still went down. It gapped down. This is a healthcare stock, healthcare provider. I like it because it does these nice swings. And if you could find some indicators that predict these swings, and this is not one of them, by the way. This is zigzag indicator. It uses the future to draw these lines. Looks up, and a lot of times you'll see that the zigzag doesn't know what it's doing. That's when it doesn't know what it's doing. That's when I like to take action. Right now it says Humana is down, and I entered a trade that says it was going to go up, and I entered it around here, and it's still going to continue to go down. So that's not what I wanted to happen. So we had earnings, big gap. I thought it was overplayed, and somewhere along the lines during the day today, I decided to go long that away. This is the RSI indicator, and we like it to either go above the 70 or below the 30 and come back around. Once it comes back around, we like to take the trade. But I didn't wait for it to come around. Maybe I should have waited a couple days. It's stochastics RSI, and we like it to come below the 80 or below the 20 or above the 80 and come back around. And then we like to see a green dot below the 0 line. But I thought this was overhyped, and so I thought that it was going to mean revert. And the fact that this is about 50% of this run here. And so what happens is for good strong stocks, it comes back 50%, retraces 50%, and then resumes this upward trend. That's what I was playing. And so I looked at using some options rather than buying, because to buy this stock, you can only buy, if you have a $5,000 account, you only want to trade about $1,000 at a time, and that was, you were only able to buy 2.5 shares. So looking at a option play, let's see what we got. I have a free Discord chat. It's under Stock Planner. At the time, the price was $4.36, and so I said, as long as this price stays above the 435, I'm going to have a winner on my hands. I had to place 500 on margin. My max loss was 300 bucks to win 200 bucks. As long as it stayed above 232, I win. And after 10 days, if it went up to about 445, for 10 days, I could have pocketed $65 to $100. Stay above 435 through September 17th. And if I hold it to the end, I get 200 bucks. If it comes up to here, 60, and if it comes up to here, 100. A lot of people bet that it'll fill the gap at some time. And September 17th is a lot of time. It's a month and a half, around 45 days or so. I didn't count. So that's my play. Let me go into the next one. The next one is ABBV, ABBV. It's a pharmaceutical company. It's a daily time frame. You see a nice trend up. Earnings. And this is the imaginary coming around the bend, and the RSI imaginary coming around the bend. So I'm thinking that we're going to have some sort of pullback down to in this area here. And you can see that there's regular intervals of pullbacks. And so I think there's one coming soon. My advice for newbies is to wait for these indicators to come around. But I didn't, and I implemented a strategy that says, hey, from this level on down till September 17th, I'm going to, if it does that, if it stays below this level, all through September 17th, I'm going to have a winner on my hands. And this is called a bear call spread. It's a bearish type maneuver. And what we're saying by September 17th, if it stays below 121.62, we're going to win something below, like down in here. I have to put up $500. My max loss is 338, and I'm going to get a credit put in my bank account or my trading account of 162. And use that. And after 10 days, if it drops down, after about 10 days, if it drops down to 115, I can close the trade out for $86 to $100. 150. So if this thing comes down to this level here, I can close it out after 10 days. That's what I'd like to do. So this is a bear call spread. It's a way of saying, hey, look, stay below about 120, and I'll have a winner. 121. Stay below 121, and and if it stays below 121 till September 17th, you've won $162 on a risking 338, and you have to keep reserve 500. That's your mat. That's you what required to keep on tap. Let's look at another one. Accenture. You want it to stay below this line. This is the 20 by September 17th, and I'll get $165. The max loss here is 335. Stay below this. And this is saying that the stochastic RSI is coming around. And this actually is coming around. This is imaginary RSI coming around. And I'm saying that this should drop in here somewhere. ADX. And the last one is Logic Tech. I've been talking about this for a little while. You have the the RSI coming below the 30, coming around. The stochastic RSI, imaginary line coming around. Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing for one bar. It had a big gap, and I think it's going to fill that gap. And so I'm saying if the price stays above $110, I'm going to have a winner on my hands and a credit of $240. But I'll probably take less than that. Again, I have to put $500 on margin to get $240 credit with a max loss. This is almost a 1-to-1, and that's pretty good for an option. September 17th, and the break even is 107. It needs to stay above 107, which is down here somewhere. The green box is not quite right, but it needs to stay below 107, above 107. All right, well, that's the play that I've made. I hope this helps. These are very simple option plays that you can do with any broker, and I use an interactive broker, but you can do this with Robinhood, and you can use this tool, Option Strat, for free. It allows you to plan these trades. Anyway, that's the trades I placed today. Happy trading. Catch you on the flip.